Hey everyone, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another story. The music was fading, the laughter thinning into soft murmurs as people started reaching for their coats and half-empty glasses. I leaned against the kitchen island, watching the last guests trickle out, tossing me casual goodbyes. It had been a good night, or at least that's what I kept telling myself. 42 years old, 10 of them married, and there I was, pretending life was perfect when the truth sat heavy beneath it. Sarah stood by the sliding door leading to the backyard, a glass of champagne in her hand, the glow from outside casting light across her face. She looked beautiful. She always had. But lately, that beauty felt like armor instead of warmth. I couldn't even remember the last time she looked at me the way she used to. Eyes soft, smile easy, like I was the only man in the room. "Sweet dreams, lovebirds," someone called from the front door. I waved back automatically, smile mechanical. Sarah raised her hand in return, half-heartedly, already glancing at her phone. The door clicked shut, and silence filled the house. The faint hum of the fridge was the only thing between us. I started collecting empty glasses, wiping away red wine rings, trying to restore some order. "No need," she muttered without looking up. "I know," I said quietly. "Just feels weird standing around."
She didn't respond.
Just scrolled through her phone, a faint smile tugging at her lips, not one meant for me. It had been ages since I'd seen that kind of genuine happiness from her, and that realization hit like a punch. Somewhere along the way, our marriage had turned into quiet coexistence. We still exchanged good mornings, posed for pictures, went through the motions. But I felt it in the spaces between, in how her laughter faded too soon, in the way she flinched if my hand brushed her shoulder. I was about to say something, anything, to cut through the silence, when her voice broke it first. Only this time it wasn't meant for me. She was by the sink, phone pressed to her ear, facing away. Her tone was soft but urgent, the kind she used for secrets or affection. "Can't talk long," she whispered. "Yeah, he's right here." My stomach dropped. No, he hasn't caught on. For a moment, I thought I'd misheard. Maybe it was a friend, maybe work. But then she laughed, that same light laugh I hadn't heard in years. "Tonight was amazing," she said softly. "You were perfect. I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending, though." My fingers tightened around the glass I was holding. The room blurred, the lights, the music still faint in the background, even the scent of spilled wine. All of it dimmed around me. "No worries," she murmured. "He won't find out. Not until I'm ready." The glass slipped from my hand and shattered on the tile. She jumped, spinning around, eyes wide. "Alex, you scared me," she gasped, clutching her phone before hurriedly hanging up. "Sorry," I said flatly. "Didn't mean to." She forced a smile. Too quick, too stiff. "You okay?" I nodded, crouching to gather the shards. My hands shook, and a small cut opened on my thumb, a thin streak of red pulsing out. "Leave it," she said, stepping closer. "I'll take care of it." Her voice was bright, but her eyes weren't. The woman standing in front of me looked like my wife. Sounded like her. But something deep down told me she wasn't the same person anymore. That night, lying beside her in bed, I stared at the ceiling while she scrolled through her phone, the blue light flickering across her face. She let out a quiet laugh, and I felt something inside me crack. Whatever that phone call was, it wasn't innocent. And whatever we had left, it wasn't love. I didn't confront her.
Not yet.
Sometimes silence tells you more than words ever could. And in that silence, I realized something had already shifted. By morning, Sarah was in the kitchen humming, actually humming, as she poured coffee, like nothing had happened, like the tension in the air wasn't real. "Hey," she said casually, eyes still on the counter. "Hey," I echoed, studying her. Her hair was loose like it used to be when we first met. It should have melted me, but all I could think about was that phone call. I sat at the table, holding a mug gone cold, listening as she chatted about her week, dinner with a friend, some work event on Friday. I nodded where I needed to, pretending to care. When she grabbed her keys to leave, My pulse kicked up. "Sarah," I called out. She turned. "Yeah. You were on the phone last night after everyone left. Who were you talking to?" Her eyes flickered, just for a second. Enough. Then she smiled. "Work stuff. You know how crazy it's been." I nodded.
Right.
Work stuff. The lie dropped between us like a stone. After she left, the silence in the house felt heavier. Her perfume still lingered in the air, faint, mocking. I walked to the sink and noticed a single shard of broken glass still tucked under the cabinet, glinting in the morning light. I picked it up, running my thumb along the edge until it nicked me again. The sting grounded me, proof that I was still here. I didn't bring it up again that week. Just watched. The late-night texts, the secretive smiles at her screen, the sudden perfume she hadn't worn in months. Something inside me clicked, not anger, not sadness.
Clarity.
Friday night, she came home dressed up, far too elegant for a work dinner. She avoided my eyes as she reached for her purse. "Don't wait up," she said lightly. "I won't," I answered, and this time I meant it. As soon as the door shut behind her, I sat at the table, pulled out my phone, and opened our shared bank account. The numbers told their own story. Hotel charges, restaurant tabs, places she never mentioned. My fingers hovered for a second, then I started transferring funds to my own account. Not revenge. Preparation. Hours passed. The house was still, the only sound the ticking clock. I wasn't furious anymore. I was done. At 11:47 p.m., the door opened. Sarah stepped in, heels in hand, hair a little messy. She froze when she saw me sitting there. "You're still up," she said quietly.
Couldn't sleep, I replied.
She gave a short laugh. "You look like you're about to interrogate me." "Maybe," I said evenly. "Or maybe I already know." Her smile faltered. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing," I said, standing. "Just realizing how long I've been pretending." Her jaw tightened. "Alex, if this is about last night." "Stop," I interrupted, calm but firm. "No more lies. I heard everything." "I know." For the first time in years, I saw real fear in her face. Not fear that I'd lash out, fear of the truth finally catching up. "I'm done fighting for someone who already left," I said quietly. She opened her mouth, but no words came. I walked past her, feeling 10 years of weight lift with every step. At the door, I paused. "You wanted excitement, right?" I said softly. "Well, congratulations. You got your twist." The night air hit me as I stepped outside, cool, clean, alive. I didn't know where I was going, only that I wasn't coming back. And for the first time in years, that thought didn't scare me. It felt like freedom. Because sometimes love doesn't end with shouting or slam doors. Sometimes it fades quietly when the illusion finally breaks and the truth walks in. That night, under the open sky, I finally understood something simple yet powerful. Peace doesn't come from someone else. It returns the moment you finally let go.